Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to another PLOG. So this is going to be PLOG 22, and if you guys haven't watched the last two PLOGs, that's fine. But apparently, whenever I do videos where I am not in the place that I live, which is the beautiful Washington State, those videos do well. Apparently, no one gives a shit about Washington. Fair, it's very fair. Don't come move here, please, because it's already expensive enough. If you are planning on moving to Washington State, stay where you are. If you guys are subscribed to this or you're watching these expecting me to go back to Hawaii anytime soon, that will not be the case. So just keep in mind, a lot of what I do is going to be based here in Washington State. So please keep that in mind. Yeah, so apologies if you subscribe thinking that. So that aside, I want to focus today on trying on the outfit that I bought at Goodwill, which you could see in the last PLOG that I did. We went to Goodwill, we tried to source some pieces for an outfit for Victor from Corpse Bride. And in order to do that, I had in my mind that I want to stay under 50 bucks. Keep in mind, I did not need to purchase any dress shoes. I already have some dress shoes that I need to honestly dust off because I have not worn dress shoes or had a reason to wear dress shoes in a very long time. So they do fit. They're very standard. I think they're actually right here. These pair right here. So I'm gonna wear these, or I might wear my Chelsea boots, which are black leather as well. But I already had those, and I already have a white shirt, and I think that's pretty much it. So everything else I bought at Goodwill exclusively, and I think that was around $30 to $35. That was kind of the price range that I ended up. So that's around half of what you would pay at like a Spirit Halloween, or if you're buying your costume at Amazon, which is like 50 or 60 bucks, and it looks ridiculous. I think most of that material is made out of some sort of plastic. I guarantee it. There's probably plastic in there. You know, when you put on a Halloween costume and it kind of feels like you're slipping on a Ziploc bag, that is what you're paying $60 to $70 for. So just keep that in mind. If you have an outfit that isn't something crazy or wild, and you can actually find these pieces out in the wild, meaning that they're like a character like Indiana Jones, you could probably throw on something that you'd find at a thrift store. But if you're trying to dress up as Megatron or Optimus Prime, go to Spirit Halloween. I can't help you there. Outside of that, if we're just talking practical costumes, things that you can actually, you know, dress up as, like if you want to dress up as the cast of Succession, Goodwill might be the best option that you have. Also, keep in mind that Goodwill also sells Halloween costumes, so if you're very, very much on a budget and you don't want to spend Spirit Halloween prices, which almost seem pretty exorbitant these days, but if you don't want to spend those, I think Goodwill has some pretty cheap options if you're trying to dress up your kiddos and things like that, so keep that in mind as well. But anyways, onwards, let's try on those pieces and see how it works all together. And then I am going to a Halloween party for my sister's event that she's throwing, so I'm gonna be wearing it there. And I don't know if I'm gonna be doing any face paint or anything. And the question on maybe some of your people's minds, maybe the question on some of your minds is, are you going to keep the facial hair? That is, at this point, yes, I am going to keep it. And the reason being is that I told my friends that I would not shave it until I hit 190 pounds. And you're thinking, whoa, you're over 200 pounds? Yeah. Yeah, I am. So yeah, I'm a pretty hefty boy, but I told myself I would not shave it because they really want me to shave it. And I told them if I hit this goal, then I will let them shave it for me. And I'll probably record, I'll probably put in the video. So just keep that in mind. So I'm still doing this, and I'll probably look more like Gomez Addams, which funnily enough, I did, I think a year or 2 years ago for Halloween. I guess I just go for characters that wear suits on Halloween, because for me, wearing a suit feels like wearing a Halloween costume. Anyways, enough being said, let's try on the pieces. All right, so first to start off, I have to put on my base layer, which I guess you could say is the vest or wife pleaser. I don't like any of the new terms that we're using. Obviously I don't love the name wife beater, but that's kind of what's ingrained in my head. So I'll just call it a vest. I think that's what people in the UK call it. So I'm going to be wearing this vest underneath just to absorb all the sweat that's indefinitely going to happen. And then I have to throw over a white t-shirt, or not a white t-shirt. I have to throw over a white dress shirt on this because that's going to be pretty much the base for the entire outfit. So let's do that. So for this, I believe I'm going to be going with this seersucker white t-shirt. I don't know, I think this is like the only white shirt that I have that I haven't exploded. Just because over the past like 5 or 6 years, I've pretty much exploded in size. I took working out a lot more seriously. I've been working out fairly consistently for the past decade or more, but I wasn't really great at being consistent, so I would put on size but not as quickly as I have in the past 5 years. So therefore, a lot of the clothes, a lot of the dress shirts that I had for when I was in a a business fraternity and doing a lot of stuff in suits and in a suit and tie or what have you, all of that stuff I've outgrown, unfortunately. So the need for wearing a solid white dress shirt has not happened as often as you think. And I do have an Oxford, but I blew out of that one too. So I need to get a new Oxford shirt. But I do have this one. It's from J. Crew, if you care. And yeah, I think we'll be going with this. Now that I have this on and I'm looking at it, I do hate the fact that I can see my vest underneath this dress shirt. That's just one of the things about wearing a vest under any kind of white shirt, is that it's going to be translucent. If it's a thicker Oxford, of course you're not going to see it. This is a pretty sheer top, so you're going to be seeing it, but it's very lightweight. I love seersucker just because it just has a nice texture to it. It feels kind of like, I know this sounds really gross, but it feels like you're grazing your hand over like pimples. I know, it's pretty gross, but just that texture, there's probably a better example, right? But that's all I can think of. Like, it's like chicken skin, but if it were a t-shirt. So, I don't know. Just think of it that way. Have the dress shirt on. The one nice thing is that I'm going to be wearing the suit jacket over it, so you're not going to be seeing a lot of these lines, and also there's going to be a tie, so just keep that in mind. Also, it's not too serious. It's Halloween. Let's enjoy it. Next, we are going to be throwing on these pants, sans tag. Keeping the tag on for now. Just want to put it on. But let's do that. I forgot about this entirely, but the actual fabric that they use to, I assume they hem these pants up, because the length of these pants are actually perfect because I have short legs. So when I found these pants, I was like, they were perfect fit, and we know why, because they kept the evidence in the pant pockets. I paid for the hemming of the pants without actually paying for the hemming of the pants, and I got the bonus material. So do I say I got more out of it, or I just got what it was worth? Dude, I have no idea what's going on today. I can't think. I can't use my brain. The words that I want to find, they just won't get here. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Bear with me. But here's what it looks like with the pants. And yeah, I have a pretty wide waist. Obviously, a lot of fat I need to trim, but I think overall, once I slim down, I think my waist is still pretty blocky. So I don't have a nice little petite waist like Victor does in Corpse Bride. Like I said in the last video, please go check it out. But I'm not built like Timothy Chalamet. I'm not built like a Jacob Elordi. Like, those guys just have a very thin frame and they're tall and long or whatever. Like, they just have the body that's meant for a Tim Burton character, and that's just not how I'm built. Like I said, I was built like a Ford F-150, but honestly, I might scratch that and say I'm built more like a Jeep or a Volkswagen Beetle. I know there's a big gap in between those, but it depends. Sometimes I feel like a little Volkswagen Beetle, and sometimes I feel like a Jeep if I'm feeling big. Keep that in mind. This is a very large version of Victor if he got really into working out in the past 5 years. So keep that in mind. Also, I have not tied a tie in a very long time. So if this is not the most beautiful tie, you know what? Screw it. Who cares, right? We're having fun. So, God, what was the rule? Was it 1/3 this to this, or is it 1/2? What, I'm gonna just feel it out. I'm just gonna feel it out. I'm not gonna do anything fancy. I'm just gonna do, what is it, the single Windsor or something like that? There is like a nicer version of a tie. I'm gonna learn that, but I didn't learn that for this video, obviously. It still has a tag on. So if you just see this whole outfit with a bunch of tags all over me, just keep that in mind. I don't like to rip them off until like I'm fully like, this is gonna work. And I haven't even tried this outfit on yet, so it's the first time, which is why I'm a little bit hesitant to take these tags off. Oh, that is so ugly. I love it. That was great. I am not a suit guy. I always hated wearing suits for any occasion, if it was job interviews, what have you. Never hated it, or never liked it. Jesus, what is happening? So yeah, pretty much you don't want the thinner length of the tie to be showing. You want to keep that in there, and also you want to tack that under. If they have one of these, they usually do. That is probably, oh my god, it's so lopsided, so ugly, but there's nothing a little bit of messing around with it can do. That won't get you the product that you want, or the results you want. And then, let's see, you want to get that dimple there. People say is sexy, I guess. Close enough. Who gives a shit? Alright, and do I want to button up the collar? We'll do it. We'll do it. I think it would be nice if we're going for a more Victorian look, if I had, I forget what they're called, but those little things that you put here to make it look a little fancier. It's like cuffs for your sleeves, but for your collar. I'm sure it has some sort of name. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I hate wearing suits. There you go. Alright, so now we have the fit together. I look like someone who, I'm not gonna name names, but I look like a certain division of the Christian church that would come door to door and try to convert you. So there you go. I am dressed as your attorney, apparently. So you are getting 5 years to life, unfortunately. I know I like clothes. I like styling them and like trying things. I'm not the most stylish person, like I've mentioned many times, but I do like fashion. It's something that inspires me, and I don't know, I just like the aesthetics of it all. But I don't know all the terminology for it. I'm pretty bad with words in general, like you've probably noticed. I know what I'm looking for, I just don't know what to call it. So there's that. And also, I'm really bad at finding the right size and fit for something, mainly because my body is just built like a Roblox character, so it's difficult, to say the least. This is it with the suit jacket on. Oh crap, I'm totally forgetting the vest. Alright, so this is the suit vest right here, and it has a little thing in the back so you can adjust it, make it tight, which I will do. Okay, I had to make sure it wasn't inside out. I was tripping for a second. But it's kind of nice. It has like these, I don't know if it's like a pinstripe detail, I wouldn't call it that, but it's just got these nice little rib details here, and that's nice. I wasn't thinking of all of these things together, all the different sorts of materials and textures. That was not being considered at all when throwing this together. I was just finding items that look close to what I'm looking for, and that's it. That was my criteria. So now I'm thinking the costume could just stop right here. I could be a waiter. I could be a butler. I could be an extra on Peaky Blinders. These are all solid options. So if you don't have the budget and you just want to stop here, by all means, go for it and just get a newsboy hat, and you could call it a day. You could, but we're going the extra mile and putting on a suit jacket, and that's it. Suit jacket, blazer, what do you call it? Who cares? Like I said, it really accentuates how wide my waist is. I'm built like a tube of toothpaste, apparently. And now, time for the suit jacket, and remember to keep the tags on so people know how broke you are. So I really just look like Gomez Adams again. So the idea was to cinch the waist, so maybe put some bag clips on the back, because no one at the freaking costume party, we're not competing here. Actually, there is a competition involved, but we're not trying to win. We're just trying to get the character evoked through our costume. So this is it. It's pretty stocky. It's just how I'm built, probably, but this is it. This is pretty much the costume, guys. Just imagine someone hotter, taller, and skinnier in this costume, and it's pretty close, right? Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. Imagine Timothée Chalamet. You got it? Okay, good. Now look at me. Sorry, I'm looking. I don't even want to look at the camera. Yeah, I'm still there. Yeah, this is kind of it. I kind of just look like I'm going to a meeting. It evokes the character. Like putting it together, I just knew it would just look like me in a suit, and that's really all it is. I haven't put on the dress shoes, but I can't get far enough, and I don't want to set it up somewhere else, but just like there will be a full picture. I'll post it here. Yeah, just imagine this costume with these shoes on. Victor does have sort of a sweep back, what do we call it? A slick back, but it's like a middle part, so that's probably what would happen. So it'll probably be closer to something like this. And then just imagine just none of this, but I'm still going to have it. But yeah, that would be closer to the vision of what Victor would look like from Corpse Bride. And I'm already getting hot. I don't like suits for this reason. I don't know how people run meetings and do presentations all day, all week, and drive in a car. I know you put your suit jacket in the back or whatever, but just the tie alone, like, disgusting, disgusting. Remote work all the way. But yeah, this is Victor from Corpse Bride. I look like a mob boss. That's what I look like, a goddamn mob boss. It's like, I like it. I like it for how all the pieces were available and I was able to do it. I don't love it because it's like, I knew my expectations were like, I'm not gonna look like the character. But I was hoping I could like feel it, you know? Once I saw it, yeah, that's him. But I'm looking at myself and I'm just seeing 18 different characters from that movie. I look more like the dad from the movie who's shaped like a ball than I do actually Victor. So maybe I might shift direction and be that character instead, but I don't think Brenda would like that. So this is it. I've over-talked about this. I'm done. So I'll see you all in the next clip. Okay, so a little update. We have blue paint going on because she is doing her makeup right now to become Emily. Wow, I keep wanting to say Elizabeth, and I've watched this movie so many times, but yeah, she's gonna be Elizabeth. Emily. Emily! Come on, Emily.
It's gonna be silent.
But apparently the paint that she used right here is not awesome, even though I think it worked pretty well on my hand, but she wanted something a little bit more pigmented and easier to apply. This just won't cut it, but maybe I'll save this for like, I don't know, some personal time. You know what I mean? We are about to go to the Halloween party. So I gotta get this off and then pretty much just jump into my suit that you guys saw how awfully it fit. But it is what it is. You're making do with what you got. So I'll see you guys then. So these pants here, and I know they're probably fake, but the ones I got at the thrift store, yeah, it says Givenchy. But Brenda says the stitching gives it away that it's a fake, but no one knows that, okay? No one needs to know that. They just need to know that Givenchy. That's it. All right, so a little update is that we both have our costumes on, and I did the middle part. The waves in my hair are just not cooperating, so I can't get a straight slick back. But it's also drying right now, so it'll get a little bit more volume as we go. But I made some adjustments with the collar because it's a more Victorian style. So usually they would have the collar kind of going right up to the neck, sort of like a choker. I don't have anything to fasten these two together, so I just popped the collar. But it already kind of evokes the style of what Victor's doing. And then I tied up this section here just to cinch the waist a bit because I have a pretty wide waist. So just to give the idea and illusion that I am skinny. That's the thumbnail. Alright, so for added effect for the character, Brenda's gonna put makeup on me, so you guys get to see a little behind the scenes of the magic she works.
It just looks bad.
Yeah. I'm supposed to.
Oh.
I'm not going for the full pale face or whatever. I'm
just
going
a little fatigued.
Yeah, just a little tired, more than usual. Cause I already have dark circles usually. Looks like I got a black eye.
Just close your eyes, relax it.
Okay, sorry. I don't know how you do it.
Close both of them and then just go like you're relaxing. But not too high because I'm not that tall. I'm kind of a short girl.
No, you're not. You are not short.
Yes, I
I don't know how
am.
many times I gotta remind you. You're tall.
No, I'm not. I'm just tall for my genre.
I don't like this.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I just can't tell where it's gonna like
Okay.
land next. Being a baby.
Yeah. You would never be in the movie industry.
I just don't like things around my eyes, dude.
But I'm not gonna poke it.
I know, I just don't. My body's like, ugh, my
Look at
reflexes.
my other, like,
Oh yeah, I definitely look so tired. Okay, now she's accentuating my cheekbones that I definitely already have.
Yeah. I'm just going for that, like,
I have that, so.
but like sickly, like you
Oh,
are down 49 pounds.
It's a quick way to, yeah. This is a quick way to lose 10 pounds.
This is it. They say that that you gain 10 pounds on camera, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna make you lose 49.
So just, 49?
Yeah,
Why couldn't we just round that up?
because that's too much. 50
solid
sounds
50.
extreme.
I lost 50 right now. Oh, that'd be a lot. That'd be your weight.
Don't do the math.
Wait, I feel like there, maybe, sorry, I'm looking in the mirror behind. Do you think one eye is darker than the other?
That look good? You think you look good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks sick.
That's it. Final product.
I'm so tired. So that's it. It's completed. It's well, my outfit was pretty cheap. It was like $35. I was telling them.
Yeah.
But how much was yours in total?
I don't know because I bought this skirt and the corset and the veil last year because I was hoping to do this costume last year, but we weren't going anywhere. We weren't doing anything, and I was like, I don't think I want to put that kind of effort in.
Yeah.
But I think the skirt was $9 and the corset was maybe 10. So that's like 19 right there. This was maybe $5 on Shein, and then the wig itself was like maybe 10 or $15, and then I bought everything else separate, like along the way.
Yeah.
So I want to say maybe I like spent like $45.
So that's like around the same ballpark. So
Yeah.
we both spent under $40 around there for our outfits. So it's possible, everyone. If you're looking for outfits, be thrifty about it. Or if you're like professional cosplayers, I mean, go all out.
Yeah.
But if you're like us, doing this last minute, by all means, take what advantage you can of the places around you that are affordable. So.
Yeah.
That's
DIY
it.
outfits are good. I DIY'd this whole thing.
You know, with this candle. Oh, I light your mom on fire? Is that what he says?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
We need to watch
I
that
know.
movie tonight.
You
maybe.
rewatch it. And yeah, we're pretty excited to crush the competition. But like I said before in the other part of the video, competition doesn't matter. It's about having fun. It's about being a good sport.
But also winning.
But also winning. Yeah. Say that again.
That's you when you're a little baby.
You look insane right now. Well, we're back at it again here at Goodwill, and I found a few things because we were actually gonna get some steps around at Grand Avenue. Decided not to because the rain was pouring down way too much. So we came to Goodwill looking for a rain jacket. No good options, unfortunately. So instead, I finally found kind of like a wool, I guess it's camel hair, suit jacket or blazer that I've been wanting for something more casual. And so here's what it looks like on. This has been like my dream to find a nice wool jacket. And when I was trying it on, someone said, "Hey, it looks really nice on you." I think they were trying to make it so that I would buy it. But I also believe it. So
Yeah.
this is what it looks like. I think it's a good fit. I like it. Apparently it's green. I thought it was brown. But even better, because green's my year until next year when it's going to be brown.
Yeah.
Found some cool pottery and a little thing for maybe like everyday carry, or I might just put stuff on there. And one of these. It's a heavy bitch. And then this cute little thing, which you can put like flour in or something. So that's it. Thank you. So I didn't even realize, but actually this is a pink tag item. So it's 50% off today. So instead of it being $15, it'll be $7, which is a steal in my opinion. Know that this is here, like I said, it's a camel hair blend. I don't know how official that actually is, but I know it feels soft and I like that. And this is from Christian Ajard or Ayard. Don't know if it's legit, from Paris and New York. This could be fake, but I don't care. It feels nice. All right. So, yeah, go thrift. When you just bake sourdough.
I made bread.
At the Funko store, and I'm gonna see what my fate is for their discount that they're giving out for these little scratchies. So I think it's random, but I got 10%. So we'll see how that works. I had already mentioned it, but pink tags. So these pink tags were 50% off. And as you can see, that is, come on baby, yeah, 15 bucks. And with that deal, this jacket was $7. Now, if this is fake, it's fake, but it looks good. And that's pretty much all that matters to me. But if it's real, that's a steal, dude. That's a steal. $7 for a sports coat or blazer or what have you is a pretty awesome deal. Where are you gonna find that? You're not gonna find that at a wholesale, I don't know, everything must go sale. You know, brands like this or like, I don't know, the high-end brands, they're not gonna have sales like that. You're not gonna find prices like this for used items, even on eBay or even on Poshmark and things like that. So I feel like I'm pretty lucky with this. And maybe I just feel lucky because I like it and I was drawn to it. And I'm always keeping my eye out for outerwear, because I think when it comes to finding pieces, my mindset when I started thrifting was I'm gonna find a really cool vintage t-shirt. And I've never found that. I've only found like the classic, I don't know, some softball team, like a company softball team or whatever, they created some just a blank t-shirt and they slapped their logo on it and said like, I don't know, 2011 women's baseball or something like that. It's like something that is just meant to go straight into the garbage can. And that's what we get in thrift stores in terms of graphic tees. So very unlikely that I'm gonna find anything. And if you go to a boutique thrift store, they're gonna be sold for a really crazy high price point. You might as well just buy a new one, right? So I don't know, I'm not having a lot of luck in the vintage tee areas. I would love to stumble across one, but I haven't. I haven't myself, but if you know some, please let me know. But when it comes to outerwear and pants, that's where I found the most luck. I found the most pants that actually fit me because I can go in, try it on, and it's already been pre-stretched, pre-washed. So if you want something that feels vintage without having to buy it vintage, then yeah, Goodwill's your place to go. Found this, really like it, and I'm gonna try it on for you. You probably already saw it. A lot of this stuff is information I've already shared. But I thought, why not do it in a setting where I can actually talk about it and show you in, I don't know, better lighting. Now, if I were to wear this, it would probably be dressed down, like severely dressed down. So think of like, I don't know, if I were to live in New York, maybe this is what I would wear. Maybe this is a pretty common outfit. I've seen it posted a lot. But I've always liked that look where it's kind of like you're dressed up, but you're ready to just get coffee. You're not trying to go to anything fancy, not trying to go to an interview, and yeah, you're just strolling around town. So sort of like if you can see here, so sort of a light wash denim. Tuck that in, have a little bit of a white t-shirt poking out, and yeah, this is what it looks like. I don't know, it feels nice. It feels nice. If I were gonna wear a suit, it would not be with a tie, it would not be with a shirt, even though those look really good, and I probably will at some point. But my preferred way of wearing a suit jacket or a sports coat, or, you know, I'm not gonna go through the list again, but if I were, this is how it would be. Maybe I could throw on, if it gets a little bit colder, like a thinner sweater over, have the white peeking out a little bit, and then have a little bit extra layering. But I keep warm pretty easily, so that's not very likely to happen for me. But if you're someone who's very cold or just has very low body fat and you need that extra warmth, then yeah, do that, because it looks really good. Or if you have a collared shirt, like a colored Oxford, and then have that peeking out from a sweater, and then you have this sports coat over it, money. It looks really good. But I think what really pulls it together is, unfortunately, a New York Yankees, or actually I think there's a New York Eagles hat. The funny thing is, like, my friends always give me a weird look when I wear this, because Seattle, right? I'm from Seattle. Never been to New York in my entire life, but I've always loved the aesthetics of the New York logo. It just looks good. The Seattle Mariners logos are just pretty simple, and I don't know, the colorway also isn't something that I like wearing with a lot of things, but just like a navy blue, or is this a navy blue? But just a dark blue like this with just a clean white logo. I feel like it goes with everything, and I think that's kind of it. I'm at fault of just the aesthetics. I wish I was an actual fan of the team. I think they have such a legacy, and they're kind of renowned throughout our country as sort of a staple in terms of who you think of when you think of baseball and the legacy of baseball in our culture. So there's that. So I could just say it's an ode to that, but I don't know shit about this team. So please don't ask me, but I just like the way it looks. And I think at the end of the day, if you like the way it looks, most people, 9 times out of 10, are not going to ask you about it. Every now and then you might get someone who's like, hey, big fan. Just walk away. Just walk away. Save yourself the embarrassment. But actually, you know what? Don't be rude. Stand up for yourself and say, I just like the way it looked. And yeah, I think most of the time they'll get it. They'll get it. But yeah, this is kind of how I'd wear it. So yeah, ignore the Crocs. Obviously that's not a piece of it. But I would probably wear like my black boots, or, you know, some white socks with some loafers, and that's how I'd style it. Or just some white sneakers. And I think this works great if you are just running errands, getting coffee, if you're going on a coffee date, if you are going to Seattle, or if you're going to, I don't know, any city, or honestly, just getting groceries. Who gives a shit? Okay, it's an outfit. If you want to wear it, go wear it. I bought groceries wearing my Halloween costume, and not many people batted their eyes, so honestly, you could wear anything these days and, I don't know, slip by and no one will notice. But as long as you're happy with the way you look, that's all that matters. So there's that, and I just wanted to share because it's so cool. Like, so cool. $7, and you can get like a nice jacket like this, which should probably cost anywhere between, I don't know, at the very low end, 150 to anywhere upwards of like 1,000 or sometimes more. So yeah, I mean, it's no Mr. Porter. It does the job. And if it's legit Christian, not the religion, but Christian Ayard, then even better, even better. But yeah, I love it, and this is probably how I'd wear it. Obviously, you can layer it. You can put on a gray hoodie or something over that, or underneath it. And yeah, there's just a variety of things you can do with it. Unfortunately, I don't think this has enough, you know, wiggle room at this point in time. If I lose 30 more pounds, then probably I could throw a hoodie on over this and then wear it out. But right now, no. Things are a little tight right here, so I don't expect much layers there, but I love it. So tell me, what do you think? Here are some of the details. This is what it looks like from the back. And yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to share. So I think I'll close the video out right here. So thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. And yeah, this is a song that I've been listening to a lot. I had some copyright issues with the last time I posted a song on here. I tried to give credit and try to go through the loopholes to get the copyright issues avoided. And didn't work out that time, so I'll see if this one works. But yeah, this is a really great song. So thank you so much, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
Were you able to follow that?
No.